Hello, my sweet chinchillas. I wanted to show you something crazy that happened in my town that I just saw on the news. Um, so, just a little bit of backstory. Our old chief of police is now sitting in federal prison, um, something along the lines of accepting bribes. Um, this new police chief, he seems to be pretty good. He's really good about being transparent and holding people accountable, or so it seems. And let me just show you what happened. Check it out.
Thank you for being here today.
You're welcome.
I ran on accountability and transparency. Accountability and transparency is very difficult.
Sometimes.
Today we live out one of those difficult times. Over the past several months, the San Angelo Police Department's Office of Professional Standards, it's commonly referred to as Internal Affairs, conducted an internal investigation regarding a use of force incident involving Officer Jason Ganz. In late June of 2025, Officer Ganz arrested a female subject during a family violence investigation. The female was 18 years of age, 5 foot, 100 pounds.
Oh, great.
She was not cooperative and was intoxicated. The female was appropriately handcuffed, seatbelted, and had her legs restrained due to her resistive behavior.
Hobbled her up.
Imagine being able to build an app with...
Okay, well, while this ad is going on, let me just say this use of excessive force stuff is ridiculous, and I think that police officers should be held to a higher standard. Okay, here we go.
Prior to leaving the scene, officers attempted to readjust the leg restraints, during which the female kicked Officer Ganz in the right hip. Following this, Officer Ganz grabbed the female's legs and pulled the rib hobble, which is what helped restrain her legs, tight. He then leaned in the patrol vehicle and struck her head, rendering her unconscious.
Time out. He yanked her legs with the hobble, and then he cold cocked her. He knocked her out. Now, she was already drunk. She's 5 foot tall, weighs 100 pounds. This police officer knocked her out. Why? 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 Okay, sorry. Rant over.
For a period of time. The female was transported to an area hospital and treated for her injuries. Throughout a routine oversight process, the department staff identified the incident within hours as being concerning, prompting an internal investigation. Officer Ganz was placed on an alternative duty status, meaning that he was not able to enforce the laws. He was basically restricted to only be able to do administrative work.
Administrative. Cute.
Upon the conclusion of the investigation, it was determined that Officer Ganz' use of force was not in accordance with the San Angelo Police Department's policy and procedures. The force was found to be excessive in nature.
Wait till you
The
see
Texas
it.
Rangers reviewed the case and determined that there was no criminal elements for an offense.
I call bullshit.
Consider the multiple levels of restraint that was already applied, the size disparity between the officer and the female subject, the degree of force that was used, Officer Ganz' lack of accountability in response to retraining. Officer Ganz was indefinitely suspended from the San Angelo Police Department this morning. We are releasing a small part of the video and blurring the face of the female subject.
The footage will play in just a minute, but just a trigger warning. Trigger warning. She gets knocked the fuck out. So if you don't want to see that, I'll see you in the next one, or you can fast forward just a teeny beeny bit. But what the fuck? Officer Jason Ganz, you're a bitch. Anyway, carry on, Chief.
I requested the blurred video out of respect for the young lady involved. At this time, we do not have an external complaint. So I wanted to make sure that we give her that respect in this process.
Ma'am, who got punched in the face, if you happen to see this, file fucking charges, please. Please file charges. That's bullshit. I don't know who you are. It's not my business. But if it was my daughter, never mind. I'm glad. Please file charges. Okay, carry on, Chief.
Yes. We're now going to watch the video on the screens this time.
Roll that beautiful bean footage. Oh my god. They're killing me with the ads, guys. They are freaking killing me.
Car that gives back all you put in.
Holy. Oh my goodness gracious. Hold up, hold up, hold up. Skip. Unmute.
I have to readjust the handcuffs right now. I'm sorry, the grip hobbles, which is on her legs or on her ankles. He opens the door, kicks him, pulls tight, and punched her in the face, rendering her unconscious.
What the fuck?
Now, I will say, there's a whole lot more than just that short clip. But this is ultimately what it's boiled down to. When we look at the totality of everything, we have to make tough decisions. I'll just say that that's not appropriate. It's not what we do. And this is not acceptable behavior.
No, it is not.
When you couple that with the fact that of a lack of accountability, ultimately the decision was made for him to be indefinitely suspended.
Why not fired?
That basically means that he is not employed. It's worded that way because you have due process. He can appeal for his job back through civil service, and so that's why it's indefinite suspension, meaning until it either is founded justified by a court or a governing body. So that's kind of where we're at.
Okay.
With that, I will take any questions.
Don't have any, Chief. Actually, I do have some. I want to know who the governing body is. I want to know, where can I put in my 2 cents worth? Can you guys believe this bullshit? What would you do if it was your daughter? If that was your 18-year-old, 5 foot tall, 100-pound daughter who was already clearly big time intoxicated. Big time intoxicated, incoherent, fighting the cops. They had to hobble her, for crying out loud. Could you imagine? Could you imagine? Actually, I kind of can imagine. Okay, so side quest. On my birthday one year, we got some moonshine and we went to my mom's to take a couple shots with her. And my sister, my younger sister, came over to wish me a happy birthday and drink a shot with me. And she brought along her worthless husband. He was abusive, physically, mentally, emotionally. He's a piece of shit. He's sitting in jail right now. Right now. His name is Adam fucking Pounds. Okay? He's a fucking piece of shit. Dude, my sister also is like friggin' 5 foot tall. And he's like 6'2". Puts hands on her, throws hands on her. He's a straight ex-con. Been to prison. fights her like she's a fucking full-grown man his size. Well, not that day. That day we all got a little tipsy, and my sister and I were outside, and he jumped out of the car and came running over there and like grabbed her by her face and threw her down in the street. Oh fuck no, dude. I jumped out of the car and went over there, and then he starts like chest bumping me. So my husband gets out of the car as well and just comes out of nowhere and just bam, Superman punches him. Next thing you know, they're rolling. Somebody calls the cops. The cops end up tackling my husband. My husband went to jail in boxers and socks because he fought his way out of all his clothes. They hogtied my husband, put him in the back of the car, and he didn't get booked into jail till like 3 hours later. I kept calling the jail to see where he was. They took both of them. Kept calling the jail to see where he was, and he wasn't there. He wasn't there. He wasn't wrapped up in the chair. He wasn't anywhere to be found. He didn't have a scratch on him when they cuffed him up. My husband is, when he sees red, he sees red, and he's one of those people. He's one of those people that you should probably just leave him alone. You should just leave him alone. He had another altercation where his life was threatened, and he had to defend himself, and it ended up costing the person who attacked him their life. I mean, it's that serious. It's that serious. So anyway, long story short, they took my husband somewhere, don't know where, and when I was able to bail him out and pick him up the next day, it looked like they had beat the shit out of him. It looked like they fucking whooped him up one side and down the other. He couldn't remember. He was drunk on moonshine, the amnesia juice. My brother-in-law, on the other hand, he was so drunk, he got down there, and then next thing you know, they're calling my sister, telling her to come get him. They think he has a head injury because he told them that he hit his head. Nah, fool. No, fool. Fool. You got your ass beat. You got your ass beat for putting your hands on your wife. Period. Chest bumped up on the wrong motherfucker's wife. Right here. My husband does not play that shit. My husband has straight up pulled up in random stranger's yard. We saw a guy and his girl out there in the yard one day. So we were driving by, and he slapped the shit out of her. My husband fucking U-turned and pulled straight up in their fucking yard. Jumped out. He was like, oh hell no, motherfucker. That was it. I helped the girl get her stuff together, and we stayed there till she was gone. I mean, shit's wild out here, man. It's wild. That's crazy. I mean, these are police officers. These are sworn peace officers. They should be held to a higher standard. If they get in trouble for something like this, it should be bigger than if I sucker punch somebody. It should be bigger. It should be bigger punishment, bigger fines, bigger problems. Bigger problems, because this is their job. This is what they chose to do. This is how they choose to serve their community. There are already so many predators and abusers and people who will take advantage of people in a terrible situation. It's hard to know who to trust. And the fact that we can't even trust our police force, can't trust some of the doctors, some of the nurses. I mean, it's a terrifying world. That's why we all have to look out for each other. That's why we all have to look out for each other. That's why I'm showing you this. This is crazy. This is wild. This is wild. I mean, stuff happens here every now and again. But this is crazy to see a little girl. I mean, he punched her like he was Debo. Unacceptable. Unacceptable. So now I got some work to do. I'm going to find out. I can't. Hell no. Hell no. I got to get involved. I got to make some noise. Anyway, I will stop. I'll stop. I'm just going to stop. I'm just going to leave it there. I hope y'all have a good night. Can you see my cool skull light in the back? Awesome, awesome. Very cool, very cool. I've got a live going right now while I'm recording this. I'm watching a bleeding skull candle burn down. So, anyways, alright guys, I've kept you long enough. Have a good night. Stay safe, be careful, look out for each other. If you see something, say something. Look out for kids, look out for helpless people, look out for old folks. Alrighty, bye.